of me. Hello viewers, how are you? Right. It's like a little theme tune. Right, hello. How are you? I'm going to be doing a little bit of streaming today. So I'm going to start up my Unreal Engine. And I'm going to be working with, let's see, work out which version of the wiki I'm working with, that one. Hello viewer, how are you? I hope you're all very, very well. Today is Wednesday, the 11th of November. It is approximately 2 PM my time. I hope you're having a lovely Wednesday. I am having a spent too much bloody money because getting ready for Christmas Wednesday. However this happens. As per usual, if you want to say hello or chat, I should see your messages pop up upon my screen, I hope. I hope. For me. I wonder if there's a way of making my chat box a wee bit bigger so I can read it. I bet there is. There. Right. Now I should be able to read any messages that get dropped in chat without having to just expand the screen. Okay, so I am just, what's the word I'm looking for here? Getting epic started. Goodbye, only viewer. I will miss you. Okay, it's nearly there. Always takes a few minutes to start, first time. Could do a Discord up. There we go. Oh, it's all busy. Right then, sorry I'm just talking about things going on in my other channel. I hope you're all well. Isn't this exciting? Right, so I need to work on the internal cave. So I'm coming down to my days folder and I'm going to go into my cave template. That's where I'm keeping the internal stuff. And as you can see, it's not looking too bad. I've done some basic light pre-computing. I've got some fog calcs going on. Even though my fog is falling off a little bit easy there, which I may want to change. So let me find my fog, which will be under my exponential height fog. Now then, fog density, fog height fall off. So I can bind my fog a bit lower if I want. I might to about there, just so that it basically gives us this glow as we're down here and leaves as we come up. I'm not sure though, because I want to actually no. I think I'll take it back to what it was. At the minute I'm very much just kind of messing around with my scene, just trying to get it the way I want it. Which is why it looks like this. Okay, let's just click that to there. Yep, that seems okay. Now then, my fog maximum opacity, I'll leave where it is. My fog start distance, I don't really want to adjust. My cutoff distance. I could use in scattering. in scattering colours I could use for that. No. I think I'll just leave it bound like that. I'm really just kind of messing about with the shapes, just seeing what I can come up with that's going to work for me. Alright, now this is going to be the place where the coming in happens. And I don't really have a decent enough landscape at the moment, so I want to put a landscape texture on this. So let's see. I do have some landscapes that I've been using, I just need to find them if I can ever remember where they are. Could be under Brushify actually. Oh my god, what was that? Something happened. Oh, Nacho Arias. Is it a new like? Oh, hello Nacho, hope you're doing well. Nice name by the way, like it. Sorry if I just got a bit stunned there. When I'm doing things, I'm focused so much on this. I just pop that in there, have a wee rest for a while. Unfortunately, there's 808 shaders to compile at the moment, so this could take a wee while. Also, thank you for the like. I try hard. Right. There we go, look at that. Take it off again. Come on, 588 shaders to go. The problem is, you see, I can't really do anything while it's doing this because it gets so damn slow. I want to get this moss and stuff in here. And then I need to get a sense of scale in here, so I'm going to use one of my blueprints. Because the good thing is, if I use one of my blueprints just for something like a bothy, I can get a scale from that. Nearly there. Because obviously I know how big this is, but I need to know how big it looks from my point of view. You know, when I'm looking out across the ponds and things, I want to go, aha. Nearly there. Incidentally, the music you heard when I started, my wife got me this rather nice little Delphic musical box. I love musical boxes. And lighthouses, equally so. Right, let's see. Ah, excellent, that has actually worked exactly as I wanted to. And now I have a much more realistic looking, what do you call it? Landscape going on. Okay, so now what I want to do is go to my modes, landscape, paint. Here we are. So here's all our paint layers. And I've just got to wait again for this to compile. It does take a while. Breaking the seal to prove that it's real. Wonder what bizarre and exciting earth-changing events have happened in the news today. Let's have a look while I'm waiting. Well, our glove puppet Prime Minister Boris Johnson appears to be doing something. Cleverest dog competition. Wow. It appears that Donald Trump still hasn't conceded yet. Look at that, you say, I read you the news, what more could you want from life? Okay, so now I need dunes and beach. So I should be able to add a non-weight blended layer, I think. Could be weight blended layer actually. Hang on, let's try that again. Try that one. Yeah, it looks like that one. We'll just wait for the thing to come in. It does get exciting, doesn't it? This is why people saying hello helps, because then I can talk to you. Can't talk to you if you're not there. Aha, that's what I wanted to see that. Now, obviously that was a little bit big, but now I can start working on things like my fall off. Between the two. All I'm doing is I'm just literally drawing in some beach areas, and what it's doing is it's compiling my shaders as I go. You will notice that it's P rough here. That's okay, I'm going to draw over the top of that as well with dunes and things, but I just want to get in these kind of nice edges. Okay, let's have a look over here. Okay, get some sand and stuff like that, just build up our corners and edges. Now I'm going to get some dunes, just use my dunes layer. Again, this will just do its thing, just compile. Hopefully it won't take too long. Right. All I'm doing is I'm blending between the dunes and the top here. There. Just kind of blending in these little parts as much as I can. I need some rock and some mud and some craters and all that good stuff. Not snow, I don't think. Bit of mud on that as well. As you can see, it has to compile every time I add a new shader to this pile, basically. So every time I layer another one on, it's having to go and recompile the entire thing, which takes it a few, but once it's done, it's done. That looks suspiciously like mud. If I just click on there, it looks like it's giving me sand when I don't want it to give me sand. I want it to give me crater. So you can tell. Actually, no, that's okay. Just add a little bit of variation to these. Yummy. Delicious pop. Oh, hang on. I'm playing a Call of Cthulhu campaign over here, but have a look. Okay, so I just added a bit of variation to this. That will do. Come out of modes, select. There. Next. Now then, this is not built quite correctly here, so let's go back to landscape, sculpt. Let's see, my pattern map. It's got a very slow strength here, so let's just increase that. And that. Just need to take out the bottom part here, so a little bit more. A little bit more, and it's gone. There we go. Now I can come out of this mode. Let's check on it. Got that rather nice little piece of cliff there, a little bit jaggy. But I shall now sort that out. So landscape, and turn this back to lit for a minute. Yeah, okay, unlit. Under sculpt, I want to smooth that. Definitely want to reduce the size of my head for that. Okay. I'm just going to use this just to drag out what could be used as kind of easier walking areas. Could do with a little bit of flattening going on here, so there's a little bit of erosion on the edges, and then just come down there like that. Gives us some nice little cliffs. Okay, now I need to do a little bit of erosion on this, just to get rid of those tough edges, to smooth it a bit. painting tool again, and I don't want to remove procedural, I don't think. Do I have a pattern on this? No, I do not. Save all. Don't worry that it looks a bit weird, by the way. Okay, I'm just working on this, so if it looks weird, honestly, it won't constantly. I just need to get it working. Okay, now I'm going to change my lit so I can kind of see how it's looking a bit better. Okay, not bad. A little bit over foggy in places, but that'll do. Okay, now can I get a light source shining down here? I probably can. So before I do, yep, that's fine. Okay. I'm not so sure about this landscape actor. Maybe not. I spend a lot of time thinking about things like this, just trying to work out what exactly is going to work and what isn't. Could do with deleting my various layers on this then. So days. Delete that. So as you can tell, I'm just like tinkering. This will do. So, start drawing this in. There's a nice pattern of rock in here. Beach. Don't want any snow. This forest dry will probably do that. There's no assigned info yet. Intriguing. Intriguing, but I don't really like it. So, when you don't like something, what do? That's correct. Get rid of it. Now then. Lovely. Okay, so down here, I have my grand amount of nothing. I'm going to get those all to rotate, I think, because I think that's a good idea. So, visual effects, modes, landscape. Right, now then, my landscape should be 4x4. That way it fits just inside of this. And it's on the same level as the water. Create. Next. Let me see, I want to use... I want a quick look at these. Brushify, materials, landscape, yep, got all the functions in there, so I'm going to use Emerald Landscape on this. Hi, is it the Brushify Landscape gel? Yes it is, yeah. Sorry, I'm just tinkering. I like to have a tinker now and again. I like Brushify as well. Brushify is nice. Okay, so Brushify has been brushified. How you doing, Yuck Yuck? So, next. Landscape. And let's get this right. There we go. So, for my landscape, sculpting. And crater 3. Have I just deformed the water as opposed to deforming the landscape or something? It looks like I have, doesn't it? Landscape. Okay, next. Yeah, I love working on Unreal Engine. Oh no, I'm falling through the floor forever. There we go. Right, let me just turn my simulation on. water, and there's my weird terrain. Okay. Now, settings, modes, landscape, sculpt. Interesting. My brushes appear to be doing nothing. Why are my brushes doing nothing? Pattern. Alpha. There, that's what it should be doing. Just got it a bit wrong. Okay, so let's get a nice big bit here in the middle. And then for the outsides, I want to use these little, let me see, mountains, I think. Maybe mountains, could be plateaus. Plateaus. Oop, that's a bit too much of a plateau, isn't it? That's a big plateau. I certainly don't want it that high. So I'll reduce my strength rather substantially. Okay. Cool. Landscape, why are you not moving? Starting to think I may have a few bugs or something on my cave template. I think I'm going to reload it. Don't save. Yeah. Right, I should have Unreal Engine loading up again. There we are. Come on, you can do this. Discovering asset data, huh? Fair enough. Oh God, why? Go over there, emails. Oh my word, you're actually doing things at last. What do you want, Costa Coffee? Interesting. Looks like I've got some homework to do. Also, why are my shaders compiling? Right. looks okay there. It's weird how the shaders went all screwed up and I've had to recompile. Looks so strange. Messages. Cool. Come on, shaders, Jesus. To be fair though, that does look really fucking nice, so win-win, eh? Damn, son. Makes me happy. Okay, so what do I need to do now? Yep, I'm going to save clean template. Okay, so the experiments I'm doing down here in my days folder. I was looking at my cave template, which as we know was not working the way I wanted it to at all. Now then, what I really wanted was for my landscape to work, so as you can see, it isn't. Or at least not the way that I want it to. Which means that it's probably picking up the old, what do you call it? So I'm going to delete this landscape. Make sure there's nothing else called landscape in there, like landscape gizmo active actor. Anything else landscapey? I remember in the past I've actually made the entire ground from rather than landscapes, just using individual rocks and things, and you can do it that way. It's just, it is a massive pain in the arse, so I don't recommend it. Okay, now ceiling, spelled wrongly, it can go away, and this pillar formation here, which is the shape, that can go away as well, so it's out of my way. And then I've just got this down the bottom here to work from instead. So, save, cavey wavy, and modes, landscapes. Okay, so there's our landscape going into roughly the right place. I want to give it a little bit of space, you see, above the water. So I think about there should do it. And we can see the beam coming down off the centre as well. So that's cool. Right. Now for its actual size, I'm just going to make it 31 by 31 quads, I think. That way it's just slightly large to go out. Put it there. There we go, that looks about right. Okay, so I can click create. Ah, Jesus Christ, another dink. Hello, new follower, Vikash Singh. Pleasure to meet you. I hope you're doing well, sir. I'm just doing a little bit of Unreal Engine. I genuinely have no idea how many people are watching the video because the statistics only tell me how many people are actually on my website watching it, so it could be anybody. You can see that it's skipping a lot of frames, by the way. That's a mixture of the amount of processing it's doing and my terrible, terrible internet speed, so I am sorry. To make up for it though, oh, my pirate hat's gone missing. I can't even wear my pirate hat for you. Sorry. Right. Now, I want to put some lumps and bumps onto this, just basic ones. So I'm going to change this to an alpha. There we go, and I get that. I'm just going to start drawing in some slight difference textures here. Going to turn it on to, yeah, it's on lit, that's good. It's going to increase the strength a bit. Now I'm going to be puzzled as to why exactly it's not doing what it's supposed to, because it's certainly not giving me any... Oh, I'm using smooth. God, I'm an idiot. You should shout to me, Chris, you're using smooth. That's why it's not working, you idiot. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to go around the edges, and these are just creating hillocks. Don't want that. So circle down to alpha. I should start getting shapes that are much better now. There we go. See these nice rough shapes here. So all I'm doing is I'm creating some plateaus just at the edges here. Good place to start. And we want a higher area where we come in looking down upon the inside of this, just here. I may have a waterfall come down, I haven't decided yet. Now in the middle of this I want a different kind of stamp, so I'll look for a crater perhaps. Here we are, this T-stamp crater here will probably do the business. Just need to increase its size a bit. As you can see, it's kind of pushing up the crater shape now. Okay, now I need to start digging into this, so I'm going to go over here and get some cliffs. Put that into there and hold shift. You notice how I'm just cutting into this now. Wow, that came really far down there, didn't it? That's fine. I'll bring it up a bit more. Okay, because I just want to bring that in. I'm just really focusing on the detail I'm pulling in here, getting some edges in. And I want some nice tight edges, kind of geological shapes wherever possible. Okay, that looks good. Now, next thing I want to do is come out of modes and go select. And by the way, to my new follower, Mr. Singh, it is a pleasure to meet you. I hope that, you know, at some point we can chat, and if there's anything I can help you with, just do let me know. Right. Now we can see how this is starting to fill in the areas on the inside here. A bit more. There, so we're getting this nice pool area here now. And I'm going to start building up at the edges. So, modes, landscape. Okay, and I'll smooth down anything that looks too big once I've done some building over here. Now I need to really make this a big pool if I can. I want a pool under here. Okay, now what I need to do next is go to my sculpt and I'm going to flatten. Again, I'm going to use an alpha for this. And I just need to reduce the size of my flatten tool just so I can start bringing it around a bit like this. Okay, so I'm just creating some plateaus. There we go. So I've got some nice little plateaus there. Next, I'm going to go to my erosion and Inside my erosion I'll use an alpha as well, and this time I'm going to use this one. It's going to be a little bit of fall off on my cliffs, just breaks them up a bit before I stick any textures on. There we go, lovely. Now, got to look at the shape that I've got here. And I think this is where my entryway is going to be, so just building this up a bit. Erosion again. Now these big peaks here are actually kind of okay for what I want, believe it or not. So I'm going to go sculpt. Just increase the size of my sculpt a little bit. The idea being that I'll get something that kind of reaches up a bit there, and maybe up a bit here, up a bit there. Okay, so we've got these like shapes now. I'm going to do a little bit of hydro erosion here, again using just an alpha mask, just to whittle them a little bit. There we are. Now I want to probably just use some standard erosion noise in here. Bring it down a bit. There, that's better. Okay, so now we have this, which is almost certainly our entryway. So I'm going to come over to Mode, Select, and I want to put Player Start just here. Okay, because if I do that, it'll give me a much better sense of scale and ensure that I am facing in the right direction, which I am. Great. Next, this bit here I think can also be eroded down, so landscape, sculpting, sculpt. Reduce the size of my brush considerably. Okay, and just there. So we've got that and that. Okay, so we've got two areas here now that are basically separated. I might put a third one in here. Let's see, maybe. I mean, this is all geometry, so let's see. That looks okay. Okay, back to select again. Now, come down here, make sure that's okay, that's fine. What I want to do now is I'm going to apply my basic material to this. So I have a landscape material here. I'm just going to save everything first. As you saw when I was doing this before, I was starting to get errors inside of Unreal, so I wanted to avoid them. I'm going to put the landscape inside of a landscape layer as well, just so I know where that is. Okay, so I'm probably just going to throw on my where's that Flipsicon Brushify, because I love Brushify. Makes me happy. Oopsie daisy. I just need to grab this and drop it on. Well, that's a bit shiny, isn't it? A little bit shiny. My old M landscape there. I think that is mostly because, unfortunately, I haven't actually made a group or layer for this. So go to my landscape, and I want to create a nice white blended layer, which I'll create in there. There we go. And that now builds this. Great, that's exactly how I wanted it. Lovely peaks and troughs and all that good stuff. Okay, now I'm going to Control S just to save it all. I can add more layers if I want. I might add some beach layers. Click OK. It's beach layer info. Save all. I need to assign a layer info to this one actually. So you'll notice I'm just drawing straight in now. I'm just trying to get my kind of underneath here sorted out wherever possible, just blending it in. And that'll give us this kind of sandy shore here. I'll not blend it at the edges where I want it to be more rocky, just here though. And there will be a lot of frame skips, okay? I'm sorry, we'll just have to deal with them together though, because that's what happens. Okay, either that will send me a NVIDIA 3090. That'll probably fix it as well. Okay, that looks good. That is exactly what I need for the moment. So I'm going to come out of my modes and go to select and save current. Give me a chance to crick my arm. Oh, there we go. Oh, here's something happening. What's the thing that's happening here? Right, now I want to unhide a couple of things. I'm going to unhide the shape, unhide the ceiling. That fog's a little teeny weeny bit too intrusive in my opinion. The old exponential height fog, so let me see, I'll change its density to 0.01, 0.005, 0.0015, there. Okay, so now we're getting enough fog to illuminate without it being too overbearing. Now up here I need something bright, but also something wrong looking, so I'm going to grab a cube. I was going to grab a sphere, but I don't think a sphere is the shape that I need for this. So I think something like this is better. Okay, just something that's kind of up here. And I'm thinking that maybe I can have a few actually, so I'll have that. And then this one I'm going to make 15, 15, 15. Don't really want any form of order in the shape if I can help it. Okay, right, now content. Let's see, I want to make a material, so I don't even have an assets folder here, do I? I'll go to Lighthouse. Assets, new folder, and materials, new folder, and I'm going to call this one, let me see, emissive materials, and then here I'm going to create a new material which we'll call emissive shape material 1. Control S and open it up. Okay, so I'm only really interested in the emissive color for this, so let me see, 131M. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm building a quick multiplier, just to multiply that and that together. And I'm going to multiply the two output values again by this. Let's see. Could do a noise actually. Noises are fun. So let's multiply that and put it into the emissive. Give us a value of 1 and this a value of 1 for the minute. Should start getting shapes. Yep, there we go. So position and filter width. Just messing around with this just to see what interesting ideas I can come up with. Hello third viewer, how are you? Hope you're well. .1, that looks like the kind of thing I want. So 0.025. Nice, so we get this kind of movement here. Now levels, 6 is great actually. Output minimum is fine, level scale. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Okay, next I'm going to feed this into a panner. Actually, I think the panner shouldn't feed into this one. I think it should go the other way. Panner. Let's put that into there. I've got compilation errors. Okay, so it doesn't want to feed a coordinate into my noise. So instead, can I feed my noise into, well, it just coordinates. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe I can throw a rotator into it, see how that looks. No. Because it's implicitly converting it from a float 2 to a float 3. I think that's what the problem was that it had with the panner as well. Yep, it's converting a float 2 to a float 3, so now I can promote its permission or its filter width. What I really want to do is pan this across. There must be a way of connecting a panner to a noise. Why not have a look over here? I see. Got you. I know what I'm doing wrong now. I want to feed my noise into here, but I need a panner here, which I'm going to break my result for. Let's see. hell did that happen? Oh, I see. Right. Sorry about this. I'm just thinking. I'm looking at things. Right, so let me have a look. Right, so my noise is expecting a position. So, okay, let's do it this way then. No point being short shrift on it. So, I'm going to do an add. Over here I'll do a subtract. Not you, your parameter. An add, a subtract, a multiply, time. Now then I'll feed my time into my multiply into my slot B, my slot A into my position. This goes into my multiply. Oh, hang on. Yep, there. So then, for my time into my multiplier, I want a 1 minus just there, and my 1 minus is going to come out there, and I want a I think this is probably just going to be a 3 vector, which I'll feed into here, and this is going to have a value of let's see, 0, 10, 0, like so. Alright, so time's going into there, and then I need an object position. And an absolute. I'm going to multiply these two together. And right, let's see if that works. Oh my giddy aunt. That is exactly what I wanted. So happy. Okay, so now I need to make some things on this. So this colour is affecting our time. Did it compile? Yeah, it is. Okay. So right click, and I'm going to convert this to a parameter, and this parameter will become my time management parameter. So speed and direction. Now anything else I need? Yeah, over here I'll need my base multiply. So this gets called my initial multiplier. Hello, Thorn. Could you turn the kettle on for me, please?
Sure.
Thank you very much. And this will be called my secondary multiplier. Okay, so now I've got my secondary multiplier here. Next, I want to look at my colour, I think. So I need a colour multiplier, which means I need this.
Is there anything happening today?
Good question. Couldn't tell you, probably because I need milk.
You also did need to stop by the butcher's.
I do, as long as I've got time today, otherwise it'll be tomorrow. My colour multiplier, I'm just going to put in a 90 on. Actually, no, I don't need to put 90. I can just put 1 on, can't I? And it'll still work. Silly me. Okay, and hit M for the multiplies. There we go. Now I can feed that into there. Great. Okay, that's working exactly the way I want it to, which is just great. Because now I can make, you know, instances of it. So, lovely. Create material instance, and we'll call this emissive moving inst 1. Okay, now I can apply my emissive moving inst 1 to that. And if I just go in, I can start messing around with my multipliers. So let's say initial multiplier of 15, 15 again. So I can do a save, close. Oh, that is beefy, I like that. Yeah, that's working out. Now I need to change things like the scale. So let's go to my master. Hello, master. Master has bought Dobby a sock. That's right. He has. Filter width. So the scale here is 0.025. I've got my position coming in there. Filter width is only expecting this value, so there's not a lot I can do with that. So I think what I'm going to do instead is change my scale down to 0.01. And save. Okay. It's all about just getting the rough basic shape before I even get thinking of doing dressing. Yeah, that is lovely. I love that. Okay, now Control W. That gives us this emissive shape 2. And for the colour multiplier and speed and direction, I'll change that to 25 over 0. Fine, 25 over 25 on that one. Okay, and then for the colour multiplier on this one. Okay. Nice. And then I'll make another one. And this one I'm going to change all the values, these to something bizarre. Change my colour multiplier again to something else. And you'll see that one's just going crazy. Now I can get some spheres. Cool. Okay, so now these are all glowing like crazy. Just looking weird as hell, which is the whole idea. I'm going to turn on my SSGI, so project settings, SSGI. If it doesn't crash, oh, it's already on, so that's good news. Okay, and they are illuminating just fine. Now my lighting needs to be rebuilt, so I'm going to do that, Jesus, right now. Actually, before I do, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a light dome around this. So Yeah, I think that's going to be a good idea. I don't have a dome in here that's going to work for what I want, I don't think. But if I go to my engine, I should find a sky dome. Here it is, here's my BP sky sphere. Now, my sky sphere is using basically a giant skybox, which I think is around here somewhere. So I'm going to pull that in. No, I don't want to use that because that's not what I want. What I want is, here we are, editor sky sphere. So I'll just put that there. I'm going to make it much bigger than it usually is. There we go, so it's encompassing everything in here. And then for its material, I'm just going to go back up here to content, turn this off, and I want, I bet this is going to really hurt people's eyes. Nice. So let's see, lighthouse, assets, materials, emissives, and let's make a third emissive material for this, shall we? So, and this one I think will be a lovely horrible blue. There. I love how it just resets it every time as well. Each time it's going to just look markedly different. Right, now for the speed, I'm going to make it 12, 12, 12, 15, 15, 15 apparently, because I don't know how to write the number 12. Perfect. And prepare for awesome. Oh dear God. Yep, that works. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll take my emissive shape material and just copy it. Okay, because if I do that, then I'll be able to get a much larger kind of shape coming into my noise. And for its scale, I want 0.001 instead of 0.01. That just should give us basically a block like that. Hello dude, how's it going? It's fine.
Okay. Sound Max capable?
Yes.
It's getting remastered.
Really? Hells to the flipping yeah. Okay, I know what we're getting, little dude.
It's gonna be on Switch as well.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome in every way possible. I love that game so hard. It's gone on the Switch.
Yeah.
Oh man, I am far too excited at the prospect of that happening.
Yeah, it's kind of sweet.
Oh. When are they doing pre-orders?
I'm not sure yet.
Hopefully it won't be long. Is it being made by the same company? What do you call him?
Telltale.
No. The original company that made it was oh God, what are they called again?
It's the 3D one, mind. It's not like the Hit the Road or whatever. I don't remember.
Oh, they're remaking the 3D one.
Yeah.
Oh right. Well,
It's still good.
Well, yeah, it was still good. So fingers crossed. I did actually really enjoy that. So. Okay. Oh, what? Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that looks good. Bit too bright, maybe. just mental cakes, so I can work with that. Do a quick play. There's some grass in here, but I'll probably get around to removing that. I'll just place some mushrooms in it or something. Yeah, that works. Oh. Okay, I think I'm going to take a break. I need to build. We're going to see what my woman is up to. My lovely wife. Would you still be sending me a photograph? No. Bottle of whiskey covered in vines. did, thank you very much. I had a very nice birthday. I really enjoyed it. I mean, we'll play more board games.